that this child also need a confirmation that they are loved by their parents. Just confirm it, say it, don't feel it, and don't just imagine they know. I take them to school, I drive them, I do what? I cooked for them. No, the child needs to be told, I love you. I hear people say, we spend quality time. Collins allow me to say this. Spend quality time. What is this quality time we're talking about? What is this quality time we keep saying? Spending quality time. Is it taking my child to the, I don't know, a particular amusement park, and then sitting there with my phone again as they swim? Are you done? You good? Are you happy? Come to mommy, come go home. Is that the happy? No. My name is Chrispine Okello. I work here at Child Space Organization, currently as the executive director. Yes, and we work with the children. And this, before Child Space, I've done, okay, my life has been with the children throughout, yeah, right from previous years, many years back. So I have worked with the children in previous organizations just before Child Space, and so we needed a space. There was a lack in terms of a gap in terms of centers that are child friendly then. But before I say anything, I think I have to tell you that we have had this country have had a number of things. One, the issues to do with the young people, especially girls, teenagers, getting pregnant. And this is what disturbed us. Even when I was working in those organizations, it really disturbed me. And more so those at the time that we were doing exams, then the news was all over that week, that month, you know, this girl is writing her exam in the maternity or with the baby or something. So I wasn't feeling okay, really. So we said, what can we do really as a people here for the young people who are within us, leave alone those who are very far within us. And so we needed a space where children can express themselves, they can share. And so we started interventions informally, really, in the community, yeah, just informally. Every weekend on a Saturday, because I was working Monday to Friday then. So in the weekend I'm free. So I could sit down with the young people and we start talking about these issues, you know, and just informally. It was just like that, just slowly by slowly. But now, myself, I love children as a person. I just love children. I love seeing them grow. I love seeing them happy. And the things that makes children or still their happiness is what I'm passionate about, to just address them, to help them reduce these things. So in 2016, we were observing the trend, just observing. In 2017, it was getting worse, you know. But in 2018, now we said, no, I think we just need to be serious, because now we are talking with these children and they had known us. So my school life and the talent, the football talent, were going hand in hand. But my dad never loved that. The reason why we are supporting talents here. So it reached at a point where now Chrispine is one of the first 11 going to Norway. All right, I'll never forget that. The match was played at Madare Mental, that ground. All right, we were playing with General Motors, and General Motors came with their General Motors, yeah, the van, the matatu, the new one. It was parked there, and then they were having, you know, everything new. You know, as you see them changing at the corner, everything was new. Us, we were having 3 people with boots, Puma. So we share. You take one, and I remain with one, at least based on the leg that you use most. But we scored 3-0 to these people, all right? So that's where we were. It was a selection. We were selected there. The time that I was to go now, we were told by the coach, bring your certificate, birth certificate, for passport processing. I came home because my dad, remember my dad never wanted me to play football, so I had been warned not to play football. Reason, I will take bangi. All right? Utafuta bangi. Unajua, I've also, and by the way, he was a good player, even at home, I was being told. Babako alikuwa mzuri sana kwa football. Staki, I know, mambo, I don't want to be mambo ya pira. Stopped. So I play, but he is not aware. But I'm a very good player. So this thing, when I came back and told mom, I could not tell him, Mom, coaches amesema, we go with the birth certificate in 3 days. And it is always there. Kumbe, mom went and told my dad, huyu mtoto anataka na birth, wanaenda wapi? Wana travel. So what happens? My dad never answered anything. He just took my birth certificate without anybody's knowledge and went with it to job for 3 months. So we were searching everywhere in the box, there is nothing. And we can't ask him, remember? Because the question would be, why do you want it for? All right? My friend, I was replaced by somebody called Omondi, Michael, who was my sub in that team. Now I just saw them off. I was there when they were going. The Kenya Airways brought the van to pick the players now to the airport. I was there at the Maisa. It was that was which year? That was in 1996. 1996. Yes, that was 1996. 1996. No, that was 1995. Yes, 1995. And they actually went. I remember Kinangoge, wherever they are. These people went to Norway and they won. They came back with a trophy. And they came back with a lot of clothes. The jersey, tracksuit, boots. So they were like, Kaka, Maze Iza Joe, Iza Maze Chukua hii. Because I'm a team member and a very reliable one. That is the day I stopped playing football flat. Because why should I play after all? Hakuna kitu tanipatia. I just stopped. And it was so painful. We've never discussed this thing with my dad, by the way, up to date. I think I need to go and find out 2 things niko nafaa kuambia daddy, hiyo na ingine that I'll not say here. We did a survey and we learned that young people, the young people are not well attended, and if they are attended, they are like one off. The first rain and then it disappears. It doesn't help the plants. So we wanted something consistent, and there were no people who are able to volunteer consistently to work with these children. Okay, so we wanted to just do with something small within our locality. We didn't know that this thing will be the only thing that is now giving us a name, not the money, really, just the name, Child Space. Here, these children, they come every single weekend, I told you. We mentor them, we train them on various aspects of life skills, behavior change, behavior formation, and then they also have fun here. Part of the fun they're having is whatever interests them. If you're interested in music, I train music myself. If you're interested in dance, there's a colleague of mine that does that, and many other programs that we're running here within the Smart Children Club. It has helped these children to, number 1, don't know themselves. Number 2, avoid the teenage pregnancy, all those social vices, the drugs and substance use that we see is disturbing the young people. And it has shaped their thinking in terms of also relationship with their parents and the significant adults. Because we've had a number of, I wish you could have interview some of our parents randomly, because we've always said, people have this tendency, the donor is coming, come and, these are the words that we're supposed to tell them. I've seen that really a lot. Those are the things that we're saying we'll not do in child space. If something has not worked, it has not worked. If it has worked, let the beneficiaries say how it has helped them. So we have done that. Our parents, we train them. And we are specializing on adolescents mostly. Why? This is the age, this is the only age that even you if you remember well, you are confused at some point. You need somebody to work with you. Discovery is their self-discovery, identity, confusion, and many other things. And then loggerheads happens there. And then the parents are lamenting. They can confirm. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this child or this son of mine. Akona kichwa ngumu, squeezy hanielewi, and many things. They get disgusted at the adolescent, not below, but the adolescent stage. So we train the parents, there's what we call parent plus that teen. So a parent is consuming a certain information regarding the adolescents, and the adolescent is being trained and guided on how to be responsible, to behave responsibly as a person. You know, how not to engage in activities that would endanger or put their lives at risk, and the importance of working closely with their parents and with their teachers. One, we are into child protection. We are into safeguarding. We are into prevention of other various social vices like teenage pregnancies, prevention of drugs and substance abuse among those adolescents, and then VAC, violence against children. We are also trying to address this, and then we also learned that the children are suffering more because of the what is happening at the family level, those were the gender-based violence issues. So we're also into advocacy in terms of reduction of GBV cases at the community level. And yes, we are also into training, the capacity building for the teachers themselves and for the parents also. So these ones we were doing before COVID. And we are also into talent development, nurturing, identifying, nurturing, and developing these talents for the young people. Now, we are very excited when we talk about Smart Children Club because it's one thing that currently is shaping Africa, all right? There are so many clubs, even in this country, but the concept that we took is is kind of a holistic approach, all right? The children, I wish you were here because there is no single Saturday that I am not with these children in a year, throughout the year. So like we start January, we opened here January, the first Saturday was January 8th here, and we'll move until close to the last Saturday of December. Just before Christmas, we'll close together. So what happens is these children, they come here, we need consistency. We've trained them to be consistent, we train them to be, just consistency, that's the word. There's no any other word. They just be consistent and be committed to whatever they're doing, because our motto says committed to holistic child development. So we can't provide really that holistic development for the child as an organization. We work with others, all right? So we are addressing behavior of a child from the onset. You join us, you register, you become a member, we work with you for that period. And along the journey, based on your age, because up to last year we worked with the ages from 8 years to 17. That has been our target population, or our target group. But when you join us in any ages, for example 8 to 17, then you are grouped. We don't mix them. There's what we call behavior formation process. There's a way you behave, and you behave the way you behave because there was a formation either knowingly or unknowingly. Bad or good, it was formed. The same if you don't like those behaviors that you formed, maybe they're negatively rewarding you, there's a process to unlearn them. We call it behavior change process. So if a child joins us at the age of 12 and above, they are directly taken to the change process, all right? If it's 11 and below, then the formation process, so that they just form positively rewarding behaviors as they grow. What we do here is we try to give them activities that will make them trigger this discussion at home every evening when they leave us on Saturday. Yeah, what do you like doing? Yeah, mom, what are we eating tonight? If you ask your son or your daughter, what do we eat tonight? Because of the level of poverty rates here, somebody would say, cuckoo, I want some chicken. And then they think that is the best thing that maybe they wanted to eat. Then they're like, I don't have that money. So we can always ask them, if a parent asks you that thing, what do you want to eat tonight? Ask them also another question. Mom, how much is your budget? What is your budget? What is your budget? And what is your budget will inform your next decision. Unlike saying what you wanted and then it's not met. You get that? So we try to bring this conversation between the child or the children with their adults or the significant adults to really be something that is they are feeling that they're participating. Simple things like moving from this point to another. Number two is about what they wear. What you wear. You buy things that you think, or clothes that you think are good for this child, and you bring them. Try this one, try this, and try this. You like it? They have no choice but to say, yes, I like it, because it's new. Maybe that's not their color, maybe that's not the writing on their, maybe T-shirt, they don't like it, but they have no option. They just take it. And so it's just good to maybe take a walk, even if you go to Gikomba, let them know the processes of getting these things. So we encourage child participation in many areas, the various aspects of life, and we have seen this happen in most of our children. Are leaders. We train them leadership skills. We train them a lot of stuff, you know. For example, there is nobody who can claim, and by the way, we are still praying, even this coming KCPE 2022, I know we're having two, right, for the 2021 and for this year, 2022. We have candidates really who are members of the Smart Children Club. We have not seen a child failing this KCPE, not one. Why? No, we are not teachers, but we come to learn that if a child is disciplined, if a child is focused, if a child gets full support, no matter the situation, this child is going to give their best, and their best is always above the average. There's this inability to distinguish that this child is no longer a toddler. This child is no longer this they are now able to reason. That is one thing that people, I included, sometimes you tend to just think that the way you are handling this as a toddler, you still talk with them the same way. Now they're teenagers. That is one thing that people fail. And if they tend to start reasoning together, you see that as an argument. I don't argue with the child, toka mbele yangu, unanisikia? So that is one lesson, accepting that this child has transitioned from point A to point B. Number two, that this child also need a confirmation that they are loved by their parents. Just confirm it, say it, don't feel it, and don't just imagine they know. I take them to school, I drive them, I do what? I cooked for them. No. The child needs to be told, I love you, in a very good tonation, in a very good environment, and confirm with your actions that you. But now the child, the child does not know that you love them because you know you love them. They know you love them because you act with love. You are saying that you love them. That is a child. Number three is what is missing. The lessons that I've also learned is that my presence matters. My presence really matters. Even if I don't say anything in the house or wherever, but my presence matters really a lot for the child. And that is why we're having problems, because right now we are so much pressed as parents. You will spend most of the time at work, which is okay. I don't blame parents, but people have come on all over blaming parents. Absenteeism parenting, absenteeism. It's like when I was previously I was like, why would somebody sleep in a mat in the early morning? And almost everybody is asleep. You've seen this in this country, in this city. Yeah, you are in a mat and everybody is slumbering. Yeah, they're slumbering. I was like, where were these people at night? I didn't know that people have issues. All right? Some at night, they had scary dreams. They did not sleep. Some were working at that night and they're continuing. Some had issues. So today, I don't blame the parents for not being there. What I blame is if they're not making effort to just avail themselves within their squeezed time that is not there. Just squeeze your time and be there. So your presence for the child is very important. There is no point of you paying school fees in a particular school and you've never attended that school. Teachers have been struggling with this. We work with teachers, I told you. They want to see you as a parent being there, leave alone school fees, you being available for them. And we're talking about this child's behavior, this child's development. Very important. I hear people say, we spend quality time. Collins, allow me to say this. Spend quality time. What is this quality time we're talking about? What is this quality time we keep saying? Spending quality time. Is it taking my child to the, a particular amusement park and then sitting there with my phone again as they swim? Are you done? You good? Are you happy? Come to mommy, come go home. Is that the happy? No. Yes, do that. But that be part of the time that you're going to switch off the phone. I mean, in my house, there is this policy, and I told the parents here, these phones, they've been like, not even like God, beyond. We attend to them so much. We attend to these children, these gadgets so much. Are we in a position now to just put them off and then be there? Do nothing for some time. Put it on silent mode. Miss that important call. You'll also call it because this is important. Why are you working? Okay? Why am I in this office and I'm the executive director? I can't miss a call. Yes, that position will go. But after all this, I go back to my family. So let them know that they're important above everything else. Let your child know that they're important, that when they need you, they'll find you. You know, they can have an appointment with you, or they can just walk in and say something. Wherever you are, and you can spot a child, whether a neighbor's child or your own child, or any child in the community, they deserve all these services. They deserve love, they deserve to be protected, they deserve to be nurtured. Just support them wherever you can and whenever you can. Like for example, Chrispine, I can't just sit down and see a child is in danger and I'm not intervening. I can't do that. I must tell them, please stop whatever you're doing. Even if I'm walking, I just tell them, please stop whatever you're doing. That is risky because this might happen. And by the way, I have to say also this, that tell the child the reason why you are warning them not to do whatever you're saying. Why should I not do this? Tell them, if you do this, this will happen. Then they know. Yeah, I think that's what I can say. But protect the child, love the child, tell them you love them. Tell them. Don't just say think and feel you love them. Tell them you love them. And actually, God will take us to the next level.